All right, hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Waters of the Deep. Um, so we left off. The party had been traveling up the mountain to try and find Poseidon's children, which are allegedly at a shrine atop a mountain in a land far to the east, outside of the protection bubble that is um, Haven area. So they went out the east and found two land masses and saw a big shiny thing on top of one of them and said, fuck it, that's probably it. And started going up the mountain. They were quickly surrounded by some fog and howling wolves, which were identified by our one and only Pan as probably werewolves, and sought shelter as a tremendous lightning storm started crashing around them inside this wonderful, seemingly abandoned mansion. Um, Not long after entering, they discovered some wonderful vampiric entities who looked very similar to Pearl, but very feral. A fight ensued where they came out victorious. Had them worried for a minute, but they came out victorious. Following the arrival of a tiefling who seemed more like Pearl in terms of vampirism than the rest of the group, and did a little work to save two of them, and then turned to a golden statue and flittered away in dust as her energy seemed to have been completely spent on that last act. Um, then they went to talk to this wonderful revenant, recently discovered as Vladimir Horngard. And we're doing some questions while Taddy slowly inches toward him to uncuff him because he feels he shouldn't be cuffed. And that's where we left off in the middle of a back and forth and Taddy uncuffing. And I think the last thing said was Taddy reaches out to unrestrain him.
Yeah. Yep.
Of course, the criminal thinks nobody should be in chains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that
I
makes sense to
mean,
me.
people who should be there should be there. People who shouldn't be there shouldn't be there. I don't think this guy should be there. I'm just saying.
Well, he was kind of splayed up on the front of this altar, and you notice real quick that a quick little flick of one of your psychic blades will undo all of the ropes on the backside of the altar. So, with a quick flip, he falls to the ground right in front of the altar. And it takes him a second, but he stands up slowly. You can hear his bones creaking and cracking against each other uh, as he hadn't moved in who knows how long. He's, Ugh, that is much better. Thank you, friend.
Yeah, dude. It looked like it sucked.
Very much so. It just and he does like the plant your feet and rotate your upper torso, and as he does so, you just hear bone on bone, and he's so much better.
Do you need a medicine man? And my eyes get big at the large cracks and like, Odie, does he need help?
Medicine will not help me. I just needed to put my spine back into place. Thank you, though.
Uh huh. So, well, I mean, as I start like going back towards the rest of the group, uh, yeah. So you're down, and where are we, dude? Like,
You
what's the
are
name of this place?
like this
Not the
is
building, like
uh
the lands.
the lands. These are the lands of Barovia. I think I mentioned that here a few moments ago, but it's okay. A lot has happened to you since you arrived.
All right. You got any giants around here?
I do not know of any giants.
Uh, Anybody else? I'm just talking out my ass here.
I'm gonna tell whoever's standing next to me that I'm gonna go sit and wait with the two that are asleep
Okay.
for them to wake up.
Looks like that would be Pearl.
Okay. And I'll earring into Tatty and be like, if anything happens, let me know. I'm in the other room.
Yeah, I respond with, uh-huh.
Beautiful. So when you go in there, they are both still restrained, but they are conscious now. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So we'll come to you in a second here, Katie. But what else is going on in the room with Vladimir?
Taddy's just gonna look at him, look at the rest of the group, and go, "Well, if he doesn't know where the guys are we're looking for, I don't know what to say." As I continue to march out,
Are you
like,
are you sure that these giants are here in Barovia?
I just know they're out here somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they are.
Well, if
To be honest, we don't even know where the fuck we are.
I just told you you're in Barovia.
Well, yeah, I got that one.
Well,
We're all gonna look at Patty and be like, maybe we should torture him.
we should what?
Torture him.
Stage whisper. Talk normally.
Give him a little torture for the sun. Maybe pull a gallon, rip an ear off or something.
What? Well, I
Torture him.
mean,
Gotcha.
no, I
I say
don't
that
think we need
very
to do-
like very loud, not loud. I'm sorry, very quietly. Like I'm not trying for the guy to like the Russian guy to hear me talk because I know like I'll be the one losing an ear.
As you say that and you glance back at him, he's like scratching the side of his head, and his ear falls off into his hand, and he just kind of looks at it and shrugs and throws it to the side.
Like,
What?
I don't think that's necessary here because I honestly we don't know where we're going. We're just in some strange land right now, so he might not know where these guys are. So I don't think that's a good idea right now.
Is
But
there a pattern or anything? Any steps? Any like clues? Anything? Anything?
To giants, no. The largest track or anything you've seen were the werewolf prints on their way.
so I look at Odie. Oh, Odie, maybe you can fill him in on exactly what we're looking for because I suck at details. You know that.
Yeah, dude, this is kind of your thing.
Yeah.
My thing, you're the one that let out the half-dead guy.
It's your side quest. You run it.
No, I let him down so that he would not be in such an uncomfortable position and maybe answer some questions so we can figure out where the fuck to go.
No, I think when you release someone, you become responsible for them.
Yup.
You
Sounds
swore
like
to
Patty's
walk
got
him
a
and
new
feed him
kid.
and clean up after him.
Was he like a dog that we're
I-
adopting or something?
Do we really want to go through this again? Because you remember what happened to the last thing that ended up following me around, right? The what was his name? Chestnuts.
Chest rock.
Yeah, he ended up being connected to that really big evil dude. So do you really want to do that with me? I don't think that's a good idea.
Then why
Hey,
did
that
you
worked out
unleash him in the
well.
first place?
Because he's
Speaking,
uncomfortable and he's answering all these questions.
speaking of companions, Katie, you weren't here when you guys got off the ship. Is Frick with you, or did you leave him on the ship?
I would have given Frick the choice.
Okay, at this point, he's your companion. So is he with you or on the
Oh.
ship?
We're not going anywhere underground. We didn't like go underground, or it didn't look like we were going to be underground.
Hiking up
Yeah,
a
then
mountain.
he'd be with me.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, up a mountain. Sounds like Frick territory.
Yeah. So okay. Well, I mean,
All right, so Here's the deal. This is what we're here to do. We're here to find these bunch of giant creatures.
What are their names?
We don't know. All we know is they're big as a ship.
Sons.
Last I heard.
Sons of above table. I don't really remember. It's the sons of something.
Sons of Poseidon?
We were never
Was it?
given a name.
Yeah. So let's just insert whatever the fuck their name is, and that's what we're looking for. Does that
but
ring a bell?
That's what I'm trying to say. We don't have an insert name. We were never given a name.
Right. I
Yeah,
could have sworn it was
I think-
Sons of Poseidon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a name in there somewhere, Mister. I keep notes.
I am keeping notes.
It's in there somewhere.
Above table, you were never given a name. They are the literal
Oh.
sons of Poseidon.
So there we go. We'll
So
go with that.
If that's what you
How about
want
I
to
meet
call
you in
them,
hell halfway?
sure, that works. But
Yeah. So we're looking for these really big dudes. Honestly, I'm digging through my notes right now. I can't remember if they were one-eyed or not, but
they were. You were informed of that.
Yeah, because you said that you
Yep.
wouldn't know, like
Yep.
your characters
Here we
wouldn't
go.
know, but
I found
out
it.
above table, they're Cyclops.
yeah. So I would give him the whole briefing of they stand taller than our ship. They have one eye and they're violent to the world. We know them as the Sons of Poseidon. That's what we're looking for.
Sounds like
Somehow,
a
some
motorcycle
way-
gang.
I know, right?
I do not
Agreed.
know how long I was tied up here, but let us pray he has not brought any of these giant beasts into his fold. The battle will be a hard one. It already is a hard one. It will be worse with them.
Okay, so if you don't know where they are,
Well, it's definitely not
Uh,
here because the last name we were given was, I believe, Jotunheim, if I'm understanding my notes correctly.
You were given that name by the Druids, if I recall correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
and that's the name of the lands we're going to.
That's where they pointed us in the direction.
That's what
Okay.
they referred to the lands to the east as.
Okay.
Oh, now I
So-
understand. Okay.
Does Ivan know where those lands are?
That name does not sound familiar to me.
Wow.
Man, like, help me here, cause I done
No,
helped you. What the hell?
I'm telling
All right,
you
well-
everything I can, but I cannot give you answers I do not know.
So how about this? The Druids did warn us that there was, because we went to the mountaintop that they gave us, correct, DM? If I remember correctly.
You're on the way to the mountaintop you think they directed you to.
Okay. So I would describe that to him and tell him that they described this land as being dark, dreary with giants and large monsters. Does that sound like this area?
I have not known anything outside of Barovia in a very, very long time.
Okay.
You have a map.
I do not.
Can you draw one?
I can attempt to, based off my memories.
I will.
Gallon, if you open that door, it's a staircase going up. Spiral
I was gonna
staircase.
go explore.
Okay. You going up the stairs?
I think I have a book in here somewhere.
You know, I'm sorry, but last week didn't he tell us we were stuck here until we can free the land or kill this dude or something?
I don't know that he ever mentioned that.
No, I don't remember that myself.
That may have been when we were playing, Jeremy.
Gallon, you walk up the stairs, and it's like the second level of an amphitheater. There's just a single chair that is completely broken there. You can see down into the chapel area. The staircase continues upward, and there's 2 doors leading, and you can see the map, so...
I don't know. I'm out of it.
Becca, you're muted.
I'm gonna be exploring this level, so if you just want to like have me explore and just relate to me later everything that I find.
I mean, the gist of the entire level is everything has been so untouched for so long, it is falling apart and rotting.
Okay, so if there's nothing here, then I'll go back downstairs.
Okay.
I would hand him. I have a blank book in my bag.
Okay.
I would pull it out and hand it to him and say, "To the best of your knowledge, could you please give us a map of this area?"
Of course, I will do what I can. Do you have ink and quill?
I have calligrapher supplies.
That would
I would
be-
assume that
and
the-
ink and quill would be a part of that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Just give me a bit. I need time to work it.
Fine.
I got a
Very well.
dagger. Somebody around here's got blood if we need it. Just saying.
Oh, Tatty.
I'm just saying.
So he just kind of sits down right where he's at and starts scribbling out a map. It will take a little while, so we'll jump back over to Katie.
When he starts scribbling, I'm going to go meet up with Katie.
Okay.
Oh, Silt.
Yeah, so Katie, you walked in. They were conscious, but still restrained. They're not struggling. Go for it.
Do they look bloodlusty?
No, the red has receded from filling their entire eyes to just their pupils. They look very much like Pearl now, lacking the feral aspect.
Wow.
Well-
Just tell me some sort of way.
I mean, you are what you are, Pam. It's okay. We love you.
I'm like, wow.
I would cut to the chase and say hello. I'm Silt. Josephine kept her. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just threw my sticky note away today when I was cleaning. Josephine kept her promise to you with her dying efforts.
The
And
humanoid, the grown one, will kind of lift his head to look at you and go, She's gone, isn't she?
she is.
And he just kind of lays his head back down solemnly.
How are they restrained? Stone cage and
Yeah, magic.
fancy rope.
The rope. Rope of entanglement and a stone something.
His body's encased in stone.
Well, if I can get the rope off, I'd start there, and if there's anything that I would know how to do to get the stone broken open, then I'd do that.
You
but
have enough magic knowledge to know you would need whoever cast the spell to undo it, which I think was Odess.
okay. Yes,
as far
the
as
stone.
the rope goes, I don't know if you know how to work the rope. So that would be a Tatty thing.
That's Tatty's rope. That's why I headed off in this direction, because I knew my rope was over here.
Okay. Well, then I would tell them that I'd get them out of their respective bindings soon, and then Tatty would probably show up pretty quickly. And I'd ask Tatty to remove the rope.
Are they going to try and eat us?
No.
Are you sure? Because that little one still looks mean.
That's just the little one's spirit, I think.
I look at the human in the cage. Is that your friend?
That is my sibling.
Is it going to eat me if it comes loose?
It shouldn't.
Don't piss it off.
All right. I slowly reach down and grab the end of the rope.
Like a scene out of Mama, when you undo the rope, it runs on all four roundabout way and like hides behind the humanoid.
Well, as soon as this starts running, I'm gonna like yank the rope back real fast and then grab a psychic dagger. Just watch it, you know?
Yeah, no,
like
it's like a dog running to its master after being let out of a cage.
No, I hear you, but
Yeah.
quick movements that freaked me out a little bit, especially after something that was trying to eat me. I'm just saying. And after it stops, wherever it stops, I'll let the dagger go and start binding up my rope and putting it back where it belongs.
Okay.
I guess I would ask, though, what's your story?
Well, it was quite some time ago. We were a group of adventurers. We'd done a couple of odd jobs before, but we're really trying to, make some coin. And one night we were approached by now that I think about it, somewhat weird individual. And I'm sorry, you restrained my siblings. Is there any way you can unrestrain me so I could be a little more comfortable? I would greatly appreciate it.
Does Odessa have an earring?
I believe I do.
Yes.
All of a sudden, you just look at Taddy and he's yelling with his hands cupped. Odie, let the cage go!
I think I have an earring. I know I can communicate with somebody somehow.
Well, you'd start hearing
You have an
something
earring.
polite in your earring, and then you'd hear Taddy start yelling, and then just me going,
I would yell back, "No can do till tomorrow morning."
Oh.
Sorry.
That is most unfortunate.
that is. I wouldn't want to be restrained like that.
Wait, so he's got an earring. So if he responded that way, then I'm going to use my earring and go, Odie, how do we make the cage go away? The guy needs to get out. Isn't there a way to let him out early?
There's nothing I can do. I
Oh my god.
You're the
don't
one who made
have,
this. Who
I
made this?
don't have the ability to change it until tomorrow morning.
Above table, is it just because of spell slots?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, above table, there's a new rule for that.
I'm using that particular spell, and it says nothing about dropping it.
But-
It's an instantaneous spell that allows me to shape stone.
The new homebrew rule that we're doing is you can cast a spell without a spell slot in exchange for exhaustion levels, and that's a level 4 spell, so you'd get 1 level of exhaustion to do it.
I mean, we're going to rest. We all need rest, so
All right, I suppose I'll let him out.
I mean, it is ultimately your choice, but I mean, I'm just making sure
I'll
above
let
table.
him out.
Yeah, you realize that there is an option if that's the case.
And a level of exhaustion for you as you cast the spell again and release him. And as the stone recedes into the floor, this humanoid kind of stands up, stretches, goes, "No, you're doomed." No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, if he does that, unlike Teddy, you're on your own. I'll burn another exhaustion level and lock that damn door.
Sorry, it's been a long time since I've had a normal conversation, and oh my god, my head fucking hurts. Ugh. He reaches into his bag, pulls out a little vial, and chugs it. That's better. Little
Okay,
hair,
so-
little
Now,
hair of the
Pat,
dog
hold on.
as he offers
As he's
the bottle.
as he's doing that, I'm gonna stare at him.
Did you walk over there with Taddy?
I'm right here. I can see. I'm like literally
No,
like
You're over
he's in
here.
that,
We're over here. There's walls.
yeah.
but there's like a little door there. Isn't there like a little doorway between like
From your line of sight, you could see through the doorway, but you could see like right there, and that's it.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
Well, I'm going to look at the guy and go, well, your adventures, you go around places. We're looking for, insert long explanation that we gave Ivan. Does this sound familiar to you?
That sounds like a cyclops, but I've never seen one here in Barovia.
Okay, well, what about,
Well, hold on, because you're asking me a lot of questions, and I don't want to be rude and not answer them. But Miss Silt here asked me a question that I didn't answer because we were working on my release.
I would have waited then. I'm sorry.
No, it's quite all right, but formalities.
Cat Tatty on the arm.
Yeah. So, no, my sibling here. Oh, by the way, my name is Harper, and this is my younger sibling, Filian. We were at one point a part of an adventuring group, and just starting out, we were all relatively inexperienced. And he goes on to give you this like 45-minute drone about the Curse of Strahd campaign that we started. Very detailed all the way up until we stopped Curse of Strahd, and then things kind of go south. And it's a long story about how, all the little details, and I don't want to get into it because I don't want to ruin the Curse of Strahd campaign in case we ever continue or play it. The key points would be they had come here at one point and spoken to Vladimir and agreed to destroy Strahd on his behalf because he was incapable of doing so.
Mm-hmm.
And they went south to a place known as the Amber Temple to gather a couple of artifacts to fight Strahd, where they were ambushed, and Strahd decided instead of killing them to convert them. And they have been enthralled by his influence ever since.
Yikes. Sounds like a long time to be enthralled by him.
Time works differently when you're not in charge of your own mind, but by best guess, couple 100 years. Like 8 or 9, probably.
Ooh.
But, yeah, that's kind of how that works. And he'd give you some details. I really don't want to ruin the Curse of Strahd campaign, but it applies. You can't. They discovered that they can't leave Barovia. The only way to leave Barovia is if Strahd allows you to leave. He has complete control of these lands and everything that comes in and goes out. There was also a major fight at one point, and they were traveling with an individual that he had become encapsulated with. Give me just a second here. I gotta find my notes. Where are they? Where are the motherfucking notes? I can't find my motherfucking... Sorry. All I need the name. Just a name.
I'm sorry, I had to start my laundry. Did I miss something?
Looking through my notes.
He's going through Harper's
What name
and Filian's past, essentially.
Mm.
You wouldn't have been there for it.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is this it? There it is. Found it. They were traveling with a woman named Irina, who they later found that Strahd had been obsessed with her, believing she was his wife. There was a fight wherein some of his thralls tried to capture Irina, and she was mortally wounded. After that, everything went really downhill. Strahd got really, really pissed off and just started killing everything.
I can't think of anything else to really ask. So you stick with these guys and keep digging information. I'm gonna come down here to the dead human, and I'm gonna drag him into the room with the half-orc, orc, whatever.
Okay. You said you're gonna drag him in the room with the orc?
Yeah.
Okay.
And shut the door, nice and tight. If there's a lock, lock it. Like even if I gotta like use my picks to lock it.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm not even gonna make you roll with your expertise. So.
Okay. Fuck that. He's talking about people possessing shit, and we got an undead guy in the other room drawing a map. Nah, these fuckers can stay in this room.
Do you have anything else for him, Katie?
Well, I guess I would follow up on Taddy's questions about the Cyclops, how they knew about them.
Oh, they were rare beings, but common knowledge of their existence. Yeah, no, the group I worked for prior to seeking out and kind of striking my own name, we used to document all sorts of various monsters, and he kind of pulls out like a compendium of known monsters, and some of them you recognize. There's like goblins, but some of them you've never seen or heard of, and that's when it gets into like the beast category, like wolves and bears and stuff like that, because you've just never seen things like that. But it covers everything, and he turns to one page, and on the left side is giants, and you're familiar with giants, but on the right side is Cyclops, and they look very similar to the giants, but they only have one eye. Yeah, very similar, very rare. So I've never encountered one myself, but I do know of their existence.
Well, I guess I would just make a little bit of small talk and for a little while, bring up, would you believe we now live in a world that's mostly water?
Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't think Filion knows how to swim.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Hate water.
Don't mean to be a bother. Would you guys happen to have any food? We haven't eaten in a very long time.
Yeah, but I'd point to his eyes and be like, do you have, what, do we know what we call it with Pearl? Is it blood hunger?
That's a fair assumption. I don't think you guys
Okay.
ever named it, so.
Or do you
Here.
need regular food?
I dropped 6 cookies on the ground. Here you go.
I'm not.
Well, hand 6 cookies to them. Here you go. Yeah.
That's better. Thank you. I'm not an animal. Neither is Filion.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's sitting there, right? So I was kind of picturing it, dropping it into his lap.
Good fairy. I would very much care if you didn't gender role my sibling. Or gender assume my sibling. You said he.
You
were pointing at my sibling when you said it, though.
That's because you're sitting down, and it's taller than you when you sit.
Okay, I'm confused.
Anyways.
I'll let it go.
Yeah. Anyways, here's cookies. Enjoy.
I give him some of my rations too, because maybe cookies isn't a whole meal.
Very much appreciated. It has been such a while. Such a while. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a good steak.
Steak. And in my brain, I'm thinking, steak. Like tent peg.
Seeing the confused face, he turns his monster compendium to a cow. He goes, well, so these were docile farming creatures, and we used to raise them until they hit a certain age, and then we would butcher them and eat them.
Does it taste like fish?
No, it's a red meat.
Silt starts drooling a little bit.
So they quickly eat up, and well, should we see what the rest of your group is up to?
Yes, they were talking to a revenant over in the other room.
Ah, Vladimir's still alive.
Yes.
He can't die until Strahd dies, but he might not be very happy with us. As he glances down at Filion, and Filion just shakes its head. Nope.
He's gonna be so pissed he's not fuzzy anymore.
Well, let's get this over with, I guess. They will lead the way. I'm assuming you'd want to keep them in front of you.
I trust them.
I'm just gonna go join the group. I don't. Whatever.
Okay. Get transitioned over. So they will kind of walk past everybody into the chapel. Excuse me. Sorry about all that business before.
Just shoulder pass.
Yeah, they do like the flight attendant shuffle. Like, oh, sorry. Sorry about your neck there. That's my bad.
I think your token's changed up there, bud.
It just is what it is.
Ignore the badger, Harper.
So Odess, right as you ask that last question of Vladimir, which is why I was delayed in responding, because Odess was role playing. As you ask that last question, he finishes the map and looks up to see Harper and Filion walk again and goes, "He has it." Sorry, that one has it.
Which one?
The tall one, the one with the very beautiful hair that I am jealous of.
I would look at the tall one and look at him and say, sounds like you might have something that might be quite useful to all of us.
I mean, it's possible. I'm a collector of sorts. Hey, I just want to get it out in the air. Like, I'm sorry if I kind of fucked you guys up before. Like, we weren't feeling ourselves. And shit happens, you know?
I think we had more issues with your short bearded dwarf friend than anything.
That one. Ugh. If you ever run into that one again, don't get too close. You will literally puke. We tried. We tried. There was one moment early on in our adventuring days where we actually held him down in a horse trough and poured lye and scrubbed him forcibly, and it didn't help. Like, it's some nastiness.
Well, yeah. What's done is done. You can't change that. Next time I won't let you out, so don't be an ass.
I fair enough. If it happens again, kill me.
I would, however, like to take a look at the the tome that
We got
you
permission.
allegedly possess.
Ah. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. Help you if I could. Can't give you the tome. I can give you some of the information out of it, maybe. I mean, I've got a pretty decent memory. But, I can't give you the actual tome. See, when the whole Strahd thing happened and he took over our minds, he also took over possession of the tome. Which is fair. I mean, it's kind of like his journal. So, he just took it back, really.
Well, where'd you guys find it in the first place?
It was upstairs. Like, literally, it was upstairs, hidden in a room. Don't know how it got there, but
Assuming he didn't put it back where you got it from, he's probably still holding on to it.
no, I'm pretty sure somebody had stolen it from him and they hid it there. I mean, we can, Filian, go check real quick. And Filian will take off up the stairs. Gone for like less than 60 seconds, and comes running back and just, nope.
Of course.
Yeah, so it's not absurd. But I mean, ask your questions. I got some information. What do you
Well,
want to know?
What Vlad is telling us, we can't leave. Obviously, Strahd's here, and there's.
I mean, it's not that you
He's gonna be a pain in
can't
my
leave.
ass.
It's that you can't leave unless Strahd lets you,
Okay,
which he
So-
won't. He's on a rampage.
so we can't leave.
No.
What's he on a
has to stop
rampage about? What's he want?
So you remember that Irina chick I was telling you about? The one that we were traveling with who kind of died in our care?
Uh.
Well, she was, I guess, supposed to be his next wife or some shit like that. And, yeah, not happy that she died. So it's a very scorched earth for killing the love of my life kind of scenario. Or being involved in the death of my wife. Yeah. So yeah. No.
Well,
After that, he enthralled us, and we have spent the last several hundred years killing everything.
Well,
Except
I'm
for
gonna point
old
at
Vlad here, because Vlad can't die.
yeah. I'm gonna point at Vlad and like, can we make her into one of him? Bring her back.
Harper will look down at his book and flip through it, and goes, Revenants are, let's see. Ooh. Yeah, no, see, Revenants are like a whole, we're wronged in life and come back with a purpose. So you can't, like, just bring somebody back and make them a Revenant. They're vengeful, wrathful spirits.
Well, shit. There goes that idea. Because I figured, if she was like he is, then she'd be alive again and he'd calm the fuck down so we could leave. But no, I guess not. Damn.
Yeah, no, I mean, great idea. It just won't work.
Well, that means at this point we might have to resort to the Pearl way of things. And with you guys being enthralled by him for insert X amount of years.
Several hundred. But, who's who's counting?
Well,
you guys must know something about him. Comings, goings, likes, dislikes.
they
Good.
excuse me, but he said that he won't let us go unless he wants to let us go. But can we try to leave and see what happens?
So we tried to leave more than once. What happens is you're more than welcome to try, but I'll tell you what happens. You get to the borders of Barovia, and a heavy mist sets in, and you spend days walking through mist, wondering if you're going to ever get out of it before ending up right back where you were. It's kind of shitty. I know. Trust me. As a human who's been trapped here for several hundred years, it sucks.
Well, how do we get them to not care what we do?
That I don't know.
Oh,
Spent a lot of time doing what he said and not asking questions, so. And he never seemed happy from that.
I bet if he was dead, he would care a lot less.
That is
Most
quite
do.
possible. Vladimir has passed around the map. You guys are currently at Argenvostholt. Harper and Vladimir had both mentioned the Amber Temple, and they would point out that Castle Ravenloft is Strahd's home. Well, I figured out a couple of things from the tome. There's a couple artifacts that Strahd really doesn't like. The first being a holy symbol of Ravenkind. It's real big against vampires, but you need a cleric or a paladin to use. Are one of you a cleric or a paladin?
Nah, I just like healing people for fun.
I've seen people who can heal who aren't clerics, so I just got to make sure. But if you're a cleric, you'd be able to use it easy enough. The second is an artifact known as the Sun Sword, and unfortunately, both are kept in the Amber Temple, which we weren't even able to get to. We got ambushed on the way.
So the symbol and the sun sword are both in the Amber Temple.
Yeah, it's kind of like a museum of artifacts. My understanding is there was a wizard a really long time ago who kept cursed objects there to keep them from getting out into the world. And the wizard's not alive anymore, but the curses definitely are. And yeah, these two objects made their way.
so if
there.
we get one of them, he might let us be, go away.
If you get him, you might stand a chance trying to kill him, as the little one suggested.
I want to find the people we need to find. Okay.
Was there anything else?
Yeah, he doesn't like running water. Doesn't like daylight. Double check my notes here.
If Pearl's around, I'm gonna laugh. Well, at least you don't got that one.
Yep.
I mean, he can exist in daylight. He just don't like it. And let's see. Yeah, and then there's the whole thing of once you think you killed him, you gotta find wherever he went to take a nap and drive a stake through his heart. Otherwise, he won't actually be dead. It's a whole thing.
But if he goes somewhere and takes a nap, would he leave us alone and let us leave?
I honestly, I don't know. I think he would have to express that you can leave before he takes the nap. Getting into things that I don't fully understand. I don't even know how he's able to control all of this.
I look at the rest of the group and go, look, and I'm just going to recap this real quick, just so it's straight in my head. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but we showed up here looking for what this gentleman has described as Cyclops, and these guys don't know where they're at, but now we're stuck here, so we got to kill a guy so we can continue? That sum it up as I look around at Silt and Odie?
That's what it sounds like.
What I'm hearing.
Okay. Okay. Well, sounds like we need to start by getting ourselves to that temple and get some artifacts.
Artifacts, reliquaries, however you want to look at them.
Yeah, probably going to be a good start. I mean, at least that way we can ask him nicely, and if he doesn't like it, we can make him.
I should warn you that temple has been re-administrated, I think is the right word.
Well, I mean, from what you're saying, it sounds like we don't have much of a choice. It's either go in empty-handed or go in with these items that will at least give us a chance. So,
Well, I'm not saying you have a choice if that's the path you're going to take. I'm just saying it's not an empty place with, maybe a wizard taking care of it. It's been overrun by his
yeah.
followers, I guess. I really don't know how to describe them.
Could be a could be a smash and grab, or could be I could get in subtly and see if I can find him.
If you think you can, best of luck to you. Just remember the place was built by a wizard.
Yeah, I don't know. Just ideas. I don't know. I am tired. Like, is there access to the upstairs floor other than the stairs?
The room that Vladimir is in has an open ceiling up to the balcony. That's up there.
I mean, like, and I point towards the stairs. Like, there's rooms up there, right? The little one ran up there. There's rooms. Is there any way, if I go up those stairs to that room, is there any way of getting in that room other than those stairs?
Yeah, there's more stairs behind that door, and he points over
Fuck.
here. And there's the stairs in the main hallway.
Okay. Is there some place in this place I can get some shut eye without having to worry about somebody stabbing me in the back?
There are some rooms upstairs where there's only one way in or out.
Okay. I'm going up there. My head hurts.
What's everyone else doing? Let's start with you, Pearl. Pamela.
I am muted. Excuse me. Why do I talk like that? Sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yes.
Perception check real quick.
You what?
I don't trust him. I'm sorry. Like, there's just something about him that I don't trust.
You talking
Like,
about
I know
Harper?
he has. Yeah, like I know he knows more than what he's telling us.
Okay.
I just.
So what you do here is you'd make an insight check to see if he is lying or telling the truth.
Okay, I was gonna do perception to see if like I'm buying his shit, but
No, perception is like, do I see it? Insight is, what do I see about it?
got it. Gotcha. Okay,
So
hold
if you're
on.
trying to see if somebody is lying, it's an insight check.
Yeah,
Trying to
100%.
perceive.
Gotcha. Hold on. Nope. Give me a second. Get my scientific first. Any minute.
I put you on the second floor map there, Mike. You can move to wherever you want.
Yep.
He is being sincere.
Hmm.
You can tell there's moments where he's kind of guessing, but he's making it very clear that it's an educated guess. Because he just doesn't for sure know 100% the answer, but he is being truthful about everything he's saying.
Okay. What time is it right now?
It is misty and gloomy o'clock.
I was gonna say, is there time in Barovia?
Can we like take a rest and
Yeah, that's
maybe
Taddy just went upstairs to find somewhere to lock himself up for the night.
like a full rest?
Depends on what happens during the rest. You're muted, Mike.
Mike, you're muted.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay. I'm gonna eat something then real quick and then just call it a night, I suppose.
Pam, you had texted me here a minute ago. Didn't you have a question for the group?
Pan or Pam?
You, Pamela.
Everybody's asleep though.
No, they're not. They're still
Not yet.
standing there.
Taddy
I'm
went
the,
away.
I'm the only one who walked away.
Taddy is in the process of walking away right now.
Okay, so you guys, I think it's my birthday. I'm gonna say
Happy
out loud.
birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah. I want to kill something. Give me something to kill.
Yes.
The dwarf went that way ish.
I mean, it's only tradition after being 1,319 years old that I get to kill something on the day of my birthday.
Technically, didn't you kill an orc on the day of your birthday?
Yeah, but that was before you all knew that it was my birthday. Now it's officially my birthday, and everybody knows that now it's my birthday. So now, you know, in tradition speaking, I kill something, and it's a celebration, and we all drink from it. Of course, none of you have to, but you know, I'll just do the drinking, and you all do the watching me, the drinking.
I'm gonna grab Frick protectively and hold him sort of against my chest.
And he's going to keep doing what Taddy was doing. Just walk away. Shake his head like, I don't want nothing to do with this.
It's okay. I'll just try to
Tell you
kill
what, Pearl.
something.
The next thing we get to kill, we'll all let you kill it. How's that?
You'll say that, and then you'll change my mind on throw some. Let's talk about it first. I don't know. if
I'm
that's
talking.
gonna happen.
Nope.
Uh,
I'm
uh,
talking next fight we get into for sure that we're gonna kill something. I will make sure I call you over so that you can kill it.
Okay, as long as you
I
promise.
give you my word on it.
Okay, sounds good. Go to bed then.
Happy birthday, Pearl.
Thank you. She was like a little dance.
Odess, what are you doing?
I mean, at this point, I pretty much had all my questions asked and answered. I mean, he's probably going to go crawl up somewhere and rest. I mean, there's not much more he can do. He's pretty fucked up from the day.
Okay.
So
let's expedite this. Is anybody doing anything other than holding up and taking a nice long rest?
Me,
Okay.
I would like to have an aside with Harper and see if, like, through a sketch artist type scenario, if I can have him describe to me and hone down the guise of Irina, since he knew what she looked like.
He gives you a rough drawing. It looks like a generic human female. Nothing real particular.
I guess
about her.
the process would be like I'd do that disguise, and then he'd say, no, the nose is shorter, longer, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, that would end up working. Give me just a second. I'll put it in the group chat on Facebook here.
just seems like maybe a prize tool might be useful for something.
There you go. It's in the group chat.
Okay. So, yeah, add that to my bag of disguises, and that's it. And then I go to bed.
Okay. Anybody else got anything?
Pan is going to bake Pearl a cake.
Okay. All right. Where is everyone sleeping? Harper and Filian are going to stay in the chapel with Vladimir. And Taddy went upstairs.
I feel like I'm going to stay in the chapel with them because Filian seems like a good one to have near if shit goes down.
Okay.
I mean, Otis doesn't really know much about this place, so yeah, if everybody's hanging out in this room, that's probably where he's gonna stay. He'll just pick a corner, kind of do his meditation thing.
All right. Roll your D100. Gallon, where you going?
Perch myself on those stairs leading up into the rest of the, like, so I can see the entrance hall, all those doors.
Okay. Pearl,
It
where
seems
do
a
you
little
want to
bit
sleep?
exposed up there.
Okay. Pearl, where do you want to sleep? She might have walked away. Jeremy, what about you?
I think I will probably sleep just outside of the chapel.
Okay. Just kind of right outside the door here, working on a cake.
Yeah, yeah. After my childhood, I kind of have a thing about dealing with the undead.
Fair enough. Taddy, where did you end up?
Some empty room upstairs.
I mean, I put you on the
That's all
map. You can see it, so pick your room.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you need me to reshare it?
No, Well, wait. If it's higher than this floor, like I'm talking about going up,
Ah,
not
okay.
just.
Uh,
floor
the next
two.
floor up is the roof,
Oh,
and that's what I mean. There's a little area there. Oh, wrong button. Like here, that's inside. The stairs lead up to it.
perfect. That works for me.
All right, I will put you there then.
I have. A little bit of oil,
Okay.
a little bit of string. I am going to set up a nice little trip hazard at the top of those steps.
Okay.
And
Do you have
tuck
it like
myself away in that corner.
rigged to explode if somebody trips the wire?
No. The idea is if they trip over the wire and there's oil there, they'll slide back down the damn steps.
Gotcha. Okay. That works. Anybody else got anything else before you set in for a long rest?
I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna do that elf meditation thing.
Okay. 4 hours of that. Gotcha. All right. Everyone roll a D100 for me.
100.
Damn.
Look at that.
I guess it's no more or less common than anything, but
Oh, Pamela
I'm trying whenever my computer decides to unfroze.
and Jeremy, I need one from you as well.
Sorry, I was using the little artificer's room.
Gotcha.
Me and Odie out here twinning.
No, I need to close Fantasyland so that I can
That's funny.
Okay. Beautiful. So you all get a long rest. Call it slightly interrupted, just from weird, unfamiliar noises and place. But everybody gets rest for what it may be. As you all start awakening and moving about, I need perception checks from everybody.
is this also dawn?
Nope.
So you just tell me when I need to roll
I will.
then. Okay.
Gallon.
Hold on one sec.
Yep. Beautiful. Wonderful rolls, everybody. As you're all kind of getting up, eating breakfast, stretching, making sure your equipment's good to go, you hear some faint scratching noises coming from the cemetery courtyard area.
Is that normal,
No,
Mr. Vladimir?
I have not heard a noise like that in some time.
Well, Pearl, it might be your kill. I don't know if you want to eat something that's coming out of a graveyard.
Oh, come on. Lead the way there, Captain.
I mean, I do fresh, not old.
No aged
No
meat.
aged meat. It's not my
Come
thing.
on, Pearl. Let's go check it out.
Okay, we'll go.
Pearl and I'll go check it out.
How are you going to go check it out? There is a door right here that leads outside. Sorry, right here. Otherwise,
Okay.
you're aware of the windows that see outside.
Well, I'd go check the window first. I feel like that's something that Otis would do. I'd just go check it, like kind of peek my head around and see if there's anything out there. If I don't see anything, I'm going to come back to the door.
Okay. So you both go and casually peek your head out the window. And you see what kind of looked like Harper yesterday, but gray fur. It's a very thin, scrawny, humanoid wolf thing. Matches the description of what Pan gave you is a werewolf. And it seems to be digging. thus the scratching noises you heard.
Hey, Pearl, what do you think it's digging for?
I mean,
Dogs love bones.
yeah. Very, very old bones or something sitting in there.
It matches the description of what Pan said was a werewolf, right?
Yep.
Did Pan describe what werewolves are to us?
This is Pan. He would have gone on for an hour and a half about them.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I'm pretty sure that's what Pan was doing, but I just didn't want to assume.
Oh yeah, no, full on autistic rant.
So I would tell Pearl, I'd be like, if they're described the way that Pan described them, I don't know if it's just bones he wants. Probably something else. But
I
let's
mean,
go-
I
let's
can
go-
dig.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go.
Hey, puppy,
Yeah,
puppy.
I would put that out on the earring for the others. Let them know that there's a werewolf in the cemetery.
Okay. How are you going outside? There's only the one doorway leading out there, so unless you want to go through a window.
So, okay, so how far down is it from the window?
8 feet. Give or take.
So not far enough to take damage.
No.
I think it's 10 feet, right?
First 10 feet is free. Every 10 feet after that is damage.
Okay. So I would tell Pearl to go stand by the door,
Okay.
and I'm going to distract it, and let's see if we can maybe get the jump on this thing.
Okay.
Let's see. Are the distances correct on here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'd call to Pearl as she's standing by the door. What are you guys doing?
Just, the usual investigating.
Be very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
Well, I feel like Silt would know. I put it out over that earring.
Well, yeah, but like, there's a werewolf in the cemetery is different than
I do want to
whatever
be
it is you
very
guys are
clear,
doing.
though. During my talk on werewolves, one thing I would have said is the best way to get their attention is talk to them in a baby voice. Come here, puppy. Who's your good puppy? Come here, puppy. Because all monsters are pets to Pan.
Okay. I would mimic that. And basically, I would tell everybody, hey, we're about to engage this thing. And I would use, where's it at? I know I have it on here.
Gal would say that she has speak with animals, but she's not sure how applicable this is in this scenario.
Let's just get the jump on this thing because they've been chasing us all night, and we told Pearl she could kill something.
All right.
I'm still sleeping upstairs.
And I put it out on the earring. I don't know if that wakes you up or not.
You'd be awake.
So I
Is
should
Grand-
clarify. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask, was Grand Tempest thirsty at this point?
Not at this point, no.
Okay, so I'm not sitting there soaking them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do want to clarify because you and Pearl said, let's get the jump on this thing. I'll distract it. But what's the actual plan? Like, are you going to try and get it to charge towards you and then she's going to kick the door open and take a shot, or what's the idea?
Well, my plan, I was going to let Pearl do Pearl things. That's the best thing I think to do right now. But I was going to distract it over here. I just had to check the distances on.
So this was
Thaumaturgy.
like you giving Pearl her birthday present? Is that what?
Pretty much.
Okay. It makes more sense now than just like,
Pretty
man, these
much.
guys must be fucking restless because.
I mean, there's an ulterior motive to it, but yes, pretty much.
Okay. So you're gonna like try to get it over here with thaumaturgy or whatever, and then let Pearl do her thing.
Yeah, I'd try to get it like over in this direction in here
Okay.
with thaumaturgy, and I would repeat exactly what Pan said.
Okay. I for shits and giggles, I'm just gonna say, give me a performance check.
Both of us.
No, just him.
He's the only one pretending to be Pan right now. Through
Performance or persuasion?
Performance,
Okay.
because you're trying to mimic something.
No, fuck it, I'll take that.
So from the courtyard, you all hear Pan's voice, and here, puppy, 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 here, puppy, puppy, puppy. And the three of you who can see, well, I'm gonna say four because I'm gonna assume Taddy at least stuck his head out and is watching from the roof.
Yeah, I'm watching through the window.
Watch this werewolf start does 2 lunges to where the sound came from, and then stick his nose up in the air and smell and bring it down, and Odess, you see it lock eyes with you. This is the surprise round. Okay, so Pearl, this is your chance to do your thing.
Cool.
What are you doing?
Trying to kill it. Let's do a stabby moment.
Okay, so you kick the door open, step out, you see the werewolf right there. You've got advantage on your shots because it's a surprise round.
Beautiful.
Here, I'll target it for you. There you go. Just roll your attacks. First one hits. Oh, you're using your dagger?
I said stabby.
Well, you say stabby for everything.
That is true.
Okay, you jump over the stairs, pulling out your dagger. First
Or
attack.
cinema.
First attack hits, 6 points of damage. Go ahead with your second one. That also hits. 5 points of damage. And then daggers have the light property, so if you want to use your bonus action for another attack, you may.
Oh yeah.
With advantage. Hits. All right, beautiful. And now we're in it. Anybody who wants to be involved, roll initiative.
I'm waiting this out. This is not my tea party.
Pearl, you are definitely involved. You have to roll initiative.
I'm working on it. Give me a second.
Actually, can I undo that and just watch it from the window until someone's in danger and then roll initiative?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hold that then.
I will say at the top of a round is when you can declare that you want to get in on it. You'll roll initiative then, but it'll be the following round when you can actually get involved. Does that make sense?
Basically takes a full round for her to get in on
Yeah.
it.
So at the top of a round, you can declare
that's
that
good.
you want to get involved, and then you have to wait one full round before you can actually do anything.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, beautiful.
I'm gonna earring up to Taddy. Taddy, Pearl just attacked the werewolf, so you're aware.
I'll earring back down. Yeah, I'm watching it through the window. You ever seen dogs fight over a bone? This is fun.
So the werewolf goes for his first round, taking 2 scratches at Pearl. First one hits, second one misses. 5 points of damage that round. And Pearl, you're up.
Now I'm gonna use my beloved pistol.
Okay. The ring is still attached, so you have to use the enlarged one.
Yeah.
First shot misses. So right as you flick out the pistol, take the shot, is when that second scratch attack came in, and he pulled your hand to the side. The cannonball blows a hole right next to you, Gallon.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead with your second shot. Hits. You're like, fuck, I'm sorry. Do your little quick reload, put it right underneath the werewolf's chin, pull the trigger, and the head just explodes off of its body.
Beautiful. And I'm drinking the blood like it's a water fucking fountain in the middle of fucking Sicily.
Okay.
Huh.
I feel like
Can
that
she hear me
started-
through the windows?
You what?
Can she hear me yelling through the windows?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Otis would be yelling, "Fuck yeah, bro, get it!"
I would have started to get up to go watch with Taddy, and I just sit back down.
Oh, no, I'm still on the top floor. I'm looking out the little window that's up there.
Yeah, I was gonna go up and watch the goings on with you, but by the time I started getting up, head got blown off. So
Yeah, so as you're drinking the blood, the the wolf-like body reverts back to human, or human-ish. So you're drinking cursed human blood now.
I
is
stopped
that
drinking.
like seasoned? Does it
I
taste
stopped
different?
drinking real quick, just to be safe.
You what?
I stopped drinking real quick, just to be safe. As soon as I see that happening, I'll stop. I'll back off.
Okay. So you kind of do like the 10-minute test with mushrooms you found in the forest. You're like,
Got it.
nope, I'm good. You're good.
Yeah, just like that.
That's what we need, a werewolf vampire.
DM, I'm sending you a quick message about something I just realized.
Okay.
And
But,
this is like the middle of the night, right?
This is at the end of your long rest. You guys were all
Okay.
up, like getting ready to do whatever it is you're gonna do, and you
Okay.
heard the scratches. Oh,
Well,
that's
then
a
I guess-
good question. I don't remember.
I was just looking at my sheet like, huh?
I guess I'll kind of like float over the trap I made and just start heading back downstairs.
Okay. You're gonna leave the trap there though.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Good.
Just a completely naked, like, human body, or
It's got
Except-
like some scraps of common clothes,
yeah.
but
Except for the tattoo that says "my children" and it gives 4 random names.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna get anything from it, but I'd search its body.
that was the human that caused that to happen to you, right, Otis?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. You do get it back after a long rest.
Okay.
So thank you for reminding me, because I would have forgotten.
No
Okay.
worries.
Got that fixed.
But yeah,
Um,
I would search the body for whatever it has at least.
Nothing. A couple scraps of clothing, if you can even call it clothing at this point. That was it.
I would
What's
go
up, Val?
start. I would go look at the grave that it was scratching at.
No, get out of my head. That's where I was heading to.
Yeah, it's an old tombstone, so worn down that you can't even read the name that was once carved into it. Didn't get very far, just couple inches down through the topsoil. Nothing seems awesome about it.
You're gonna transfer me back downstairs with the rest of the guys.
yeah,
That'd be
sorry.
great. That's okay. I was trying, but it won't let me.
I would call to Silt and ask Silt if Vlad could come out.
I'll just look over at Vlad because I'm. Oh, through the earring, not through the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, earring. I should have specified that.
It's
My
like
bad.
the go get your brother for supper. Hey, it's supper! I could have done that.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying my cookie dough ice cream, okay? Leave me alone.
I turned to Vlad and asked if he could go out. Odess was asking.
No, I do not leave the building.
So I would relay that.
When I do, Strahd sends his minions to destroy me again.
Yeah, you should stay in here.
Yes.
I would relay that to Odess.
Tell him to come to the window and tell me whose grave this is.
Can you identify a grave from the window?
Your friend is kind of neat, no?
You're not
You
wrong.
have no idea.
He comes to the door and looks out of it and is, maybe some fifth cousin of one of the Order of the Silver Dragon that was here. I don't know, man. We're talking about centuries ago. Like hundreds of centuries ago. Nobody important.
Okay. I'll just make a note of which grave it was.
Yes. Third from
Damn,
the
dude.
right on the back row. Top row. Got it.
Everybody was important to somebody.
Well, I mean, he was a member of the Order of the Silver Dragon, and that is of its own importance, but he was not a ranking individual. He was not high up. He wasn't well known. He earned his place in the graveyard. That is all.
That's all of us want. Earning a place in the graveyard.
Yes, well, unless you're me, it seems everybody gets it eventually. That was a joke. It's okay to laugh at my immortal peril. Gallon,
Hey,
what
as
you
soon
looking
as
for?
you make
You'll
a
get
funny
the
one, we will.
Fair enough. I'm out of practice. Gallon, what you looking for?
I would be exploring if there was nothing at that grave. The rest of the graveyard, seeing if there's anything weird, funky, out of place.
Everything seems weird, funky, and out of place to you because you've never seen a graveyard before.
Okay. That way
Um,
we saw an underwater one when we were.
That is. Oh, you did see a graveyard in the Shadow Fae. That's right.
Yes.
I mean, everything seems kind of weird and funky because of the nature of Barovia. But nothing sticks out as unusually weird or funky.
And this is another building over here.
It's a tower.
Sure, I'll go explore it.
Beautiful. You climb all the way up it. And it goes as high as the second floor of the mansion and just kind of like looks out over the river and the lands to the east. From that vantage point, though, you can just make out the watchtower. If you're looking at the world map I gave you of Barovia, you can make out the watchtower just west of Castle Ravenloft. It's very, very small, but it's there.
All right. I'd make note of the geographical landmarks.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay. And then I'd go back inside.
That's right. Head back inside and look at Pearl and be like, "Feel better?"
1,000%. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Vladimir will speak up and so, what is your plan moving forward?
Well, we gotta go kill this fuck so we can move on and do what we need to do.
Do you intend to head straight to Castle Ravenloft and confront him, or are you going to seek the reliquaries at the Amber Temple?
I mean, I don't know what the rest of the group wants to do. My vote is for the Amber Temple. Just because if I am going to go bargain with him, I'd rather have a chip that he doesn't like too much.
Yeah, I'm
Than
with
not.
Odie on that. I'd rather have something in my hand than nothing when I go to punch somebody in the nose.
I'm perfectly fine looting antiquities from a foreign country.
Who knows? Maybe we can make some cash out of this.
I'm in agreement with that.
Harper will speak up. Well, it sounds like you are gonna pick up fighting Strahd where my party left off. Allow me to offer you some guidance, and he will point to the Barovia map and tell you that there is a path not listed leading from Argynvostholt down following the coast and over to the mountains. That way you don't have to go out and around, up and around, basically. You can just head straight south. It's an old horse trail. Should be easy enough to find and follow, though. And yeah, it's only like 2 or 3 hours to the passing that they made it to, which, give me just a second. He'll give you a name. I forgot. Oh, I've got it here. It is the Solenka Pass, which is this bridge here. That's where his people were ambushed.
Solenka Pass.
Tsolenka. Solenka.
If he's got the map out, I'm gonna point at the river and say, can we just use the river to get there faster?
The problem with that is there's a waterfall before you get to the pass, and it's probably a good 400 or 500 foot drop, and then no real way to get up to the pass unless you can scale a 500 foot clear shift the sheer cliff face to get back up. I mean, I don't know what your capabilities are, but it's rough. And honestly, it'd probably take you about the same amount of time as some whitewater rafting.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, I just, I'm not from here. I don't know the terrain, but I saw a river, and I know floating on water can tend to be faster than walking on feet.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, it's a good idea, if you're going straight from the Amber Temple up to Castle Ravenloft, paddling across that lake there, just east of the temple, might save you a good amount of time. But that's a lake. These are rivers that cliff off to the coast, so they're not the most pleasant or safe experience.
well, I mean, I know, and I look at Gallon. You got a boat, right?
Yep.
Whatever could get us there faster. Just saying.
Yeah, that would definitely be the smart way. You go down the mountain from the Amber Temple, dock up there, paddle across the lake, up the river a little bit. When you get to the bridge, disembark and follow the road up to Castle Ravenloft. That'd probably be your quickest way if you've got access or means.
All right. So now we know where we're going. We got a pit stop in the middle there, and yeah, okay.
And what are your plans, Harper, Villian?
Well,
You plan to stay here?
as Vladimir kind of mentioned about if he leaves the house, Strahd will know. It works the same. He's going to know where you are every step of the way, too. He knows where everything is. If we leave here and start traveling with you, he's really going to start looking at you. But if we stay here, he's going to think you just killed us.
You're starting to break up every other word.
I was talking pretty fast there.
Yeah.
Well, as Vladimir kind of mentioned, if we leave here, he knows that we're traveling with you, and that's going to make you a bigger threat, because then you're going to know what we know, and he'll know that. We stay here, he thinks you just killed us.
Above table, I wasn't asking if they were going to come with us. I just was wondering.
Nope, they're going to stay there to give you the best chance possible of completing your mission.
Cool. Do you need some food? Do you need us to leave you some food?
I mean, there's a body out in the courtyard. Would be okay for a little bit, but if you got some to spare, we won't say no.
I mean, you got your friends in the room back there.
Honestly, I didn't really care for those two that much. So, yeah, I won't bother me none.
Well, there you go. They got food. And I look at Ivan like, I don't know what the fuck he eats, but...
I do not eat anything. I am a corpse.
Well, that's why I said I don't know what you eat, so, I mean... There you go. He doesn't eat, and these two can eat their buddies, so... It's fucked up to say, but whatever. It is what it is.
Very well. Well, I wish you luck.
Well, guys,
on
let's
your
do
journey.
this.
May the morning Lord watch over you as you venture to redeem the Order of the Silver Dragon. And he bows, and you can hear the pops in his spine go as he bows to you. All right. Anybody got anything else before you guys head out?
Yeah, Teddy just wants to go. Like,
Alrighty. So you head
let's go,
out
guys. Let's go.
from Argen Vostolt, and are you taking that horse trail that they showed you?
Yeah, I would say
Is that the
yes.
plan?
Yeah.
Everybody else want to take the horse trail?
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys head out and start following that south. Like Harper said, it's not a super long journey. Within an hour and a half, you guys are here, where the horse trail meets up with the main road. And another hour and a half or so brings you guys to what can only be Selenko Pass. And I have a description here for you. The shelf of rock on which the mountain road clings grows narrow. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply toward dark rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind, and it just now started snowing, so through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone, lined with spikes, topped by statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a curtain of green flame. On either side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone, toppled by golden statues of mighty warriors.
What were the golden statues?
Mighty warriors.
Well, this is
I-
welcoming.
Honestly, I think that would have been so much better if it wasn't for all the cutting out. I'm just gonna put that out there, bro. Sorry.
Nope, it's alright. Let me shut my camera off. That seems to help a little bit. Clear up the combat tracker.
I got the gist of what you were saying, but yeah, like it started cutting out every other word.
Nope, I got you.
Cliffs, spikes, snow, curtain of green flame. Sounds fun.
Gothic
White
horror.
white guard tower with warriors and some kind of gold something or other.
Gold warrior statues.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys are, and you can be farther back if you don't want to be this close yet. Oh, I suppose I should share the map with you. That might help.
That would be great.
So right here is a portcullis, which is a metal gate. Yeah, so this wall is black stone lined with spikes, and topped. So here and here, there are two demonic vulture with horned head statues. Set in the center of the wall, so like right there, is a curtain of green flames. So the portcullis has like green flame to it as well. On the other side, gripping the mountain's edge right here, is a guard tower made of white stone and topped by 4 statues, seemingly made out of gold, of warriors. So the map is kind of small. How close would you like to be to this thing starting out?
I think right where we are is a good start to me, but it's up to everybody else where they want to be.
Well, assuming you're, well, Taddy said he'd want to be right here. So as you get here, a shriek of metal on metal echoes across the mountain range, and the portcullis rises on its own as the green flame curtain dies.
That's more welcoming.
Well, the Arbor said this was where they got jumped the last time, right? So I don't necessarily think rushing in there is a good idea. How tall is the wall?
About 40 feet.
Let me go fly up and see what's going on over there. How about that?
So you're going to fly up and over?
Yeah.
You do
Well,
it. You can set your height, so you put yourself where you want to be.
yeah. Yeah, and slowly approaching, keeping my eyes peeled for movement.
Okay. Make a perception check as you approach. Doesn't seem to be any movement.
All right, I'll take the 10 foot over the gate.
Okay. As you pass over the gate, the 2 statues atop the gate come to life. Instantly turning at you, Taddy, with a shriek. And go ahead and roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative, sorry. All right. Pearl, you see these statues come to life. It is your turn.
I'm gonna shoot at one of them.
Okay, go for it.
Hang on a second, I'm trying to open them up a little bit. Let's go with this one.
Taddy, I need you to roll your initiative one more time. You're still affected by apathy, so it's disadvantage on initiative for you.
Okay.
You lost.
It would have been the
You
same.
lost one.
No, it would have been better because my initiative's got +7.
We will leave you where you were then. Which one are you attacking, Pearl? 1 or 2?
The one that I tagged, the second one.
You didn't tag either.
It was supposed to be the second one. Try one more time.
Nope. It's a 21 hits. Roll damage. So, Taddy, you go, and as you cross over the threshold, these things come to life and shriek, both turning at you, stretching their wings out, about to take flight, and a cannonball just comes from the ground and slams into the side of this thing's head. And go ahead with your second shot, Pearl.
Is it going to move it?
In a second.
I know.
She nat 1'd there.
Wow. Watch out, Taddy.
So that's going to burn your bonus action this round, Pearl, to clear the barrel of your gun, because the round got stuck in it.
Gosh.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
All right. Then, Taddy, you're up.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
Move back 10 foot. Come down 20 foot. So that's my 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
And scream, "God damn, what the fuck?" As I sling a psychic blade at the one that's still standing there. Or sitting there.
All right. That hits. Nine points of damage.
Alright. And that's it. Action, bonus action.
All right. Silt, you feel a telepathic vibe of fear, and you feel Frick nose his way into your backpack.
In my backpack?
Yeah.
Okay.
He crawled into it. He was perched on your shoulder. He just nuzzled into your backpack and is hiding. V-Rock 1 is coming straight for you, Taddy. Gets 2 shred attacks. Hit. Do you have anything for that?
Uncanny dodge?
You can see the attack. It's a melee attack. You see it coming.
Alright, it's on.
Okay.
Ready.
That's the first one. Resisted down to 11. The second one crits.
God damn it. Gonna hurt.
Yeah, that was rough. And that ends its turn. Gallon, you're up.
I will attack. I'm gonna move. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go for rock 2.
Okay.
Rock 2. Gonna attack with my longbow. Just gonna make sure I'm trying to make sure I get everything that I have here. I'm gonna Hunter's Market.
Okay. So bonus action, Hunter's Mark first. Make sure this gets on it. Mark off the free use.
Okay. And I'm also going to use Dread Ambusher for the Dreadful Strike.
Gotcha. All right, so it is marked. I've got the concentration on you, so go ahead with your first attack.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nat 1.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. It's okay. Go ahead. Let it ride. I'll save it for later.
Are you sure? Because you know what I'm about to say, right?
I know, and I'm really sorry, Taddy.
Roll it against Taddy. Let's see if it hits.
It's okay. It's been a hot minute since we've done this. Oh, wait. I rolled damage. My bad. I have to probably get rid of that. Oh, but it might miss. Yay!
It missed. All right, so let's give Taddy those 7 points back.
Yeah.
Okay, so first shot misses. Go ahead with your second shot.
Whoa! God damn it!
It has been a while since you've impaled somebody. That shot hits.
All right, so I need to put down Dreadful Strike.
And
I put that on myself.
Yep. And
then
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark on self. Okay. And drop that damage.
There you go. 18. Took all 18 of it.
Beautiful. And that is my turn.
All right. Pan.
Thank you.
Oh. I guess I'm gonna shoot and miss. And miss.
Oh, we're doing great, guys.
And I need you to roll it against Taddy. Oh, wait, which one were you? You were... Nope, never mind. You were attacking V-Rock 1. All right, and anything else for your turn? Oh, you got Cerwaddles. They're 25 feet up in the air right now, so...
Yeah, unfortunately not much I can really do about that, so... yeah, that's it. I'll just hang my head in shame.
All right, Silt, you're up.
Is this cliff down to the right? Is that something that can be climbed down partially, and any crannies in there?
It is a pretty steep cliff face. So it'll be a rough terrain climb, and I'll need an athletics check for you to...
A rough terrain with what?
So it's a rough terrain climb, meaning
Okay.
it'll be half the normal climb speed.
Mm-hmm.
Which if you don't have a climb speed, it's already halved. So you'd only be able to go
I do.
7 feet at a time. You do. Okay, so you'd be able to go 15 feet per round, and I would need a successful DC 16 athletics check to maintain your grip on the icy surface.
Oh, it's icy,
Yeah.
too. Okay. Well, maybe not that then. I will just Eldritch Blast V-Rock 1.
First one hits.
Shouldn't that be 2d10?
No, you get two separate Eldritch Blasts.
Two. Okay.
So you get to shoot it twice.
Yep. Okay. All right.
As one cantrip. That hits as well.
There's 2. And I think what I'll do is maybe scoot over here in the hopes that this outcropping has a little bit of cover. Press up against it.
Okay. And that's it for you?
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Okay. This V-Rock is going to swoop in with 2 attacks on Taddy. First one misses. Second one misses. Odes.
Wait, how am I targeting V-Rock 1?
I don't know. I will clear it for you, though.
Well, you see, he's 25 feet up.
It puts you about 30 feet away, line of sight.
Oh, 30 feet away, line of sight. See what they've been doing. They're shooting at it, nothing. Okay. I'm going to. Let me see here. You know what? I'm going to use Toll the Dead. See if that works on it.
Okay. It fails.
Nice.
Both of them have taken damage, so.
Oh, they both have taken damage? Okay.
All right. 10 points of damage to it.
And then I will probably click my boots together.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Anything else for your turn?
Probably like back over here. Sorry. There behind Pearl. Just so Pearl has a clear line of sight.
Stop blowing holes in my head.
But that's all I got.
All right. Well, that'll put us back top of the order with Pearl.
All right. Go again.
First shot hits. 35 points of damage.
Beautiful.
Second shot misses.
Damn it.
All right. Any movement or anything for you?
Nope. Staying right there.
All right, Taddy.
Okay, so I'll bonus action disengage. Drop myself back 10 there,
This
and
guy
then
got pushed
another
10 feet. Into the wall, actually. So he is going to take a little bit of bludgeoning damage. Sorry.
That's okay.
That real quick. All right. Bonus action disengage.
Yeah, 10 foot back, 20 foot down for my 30 foot of movement.
Okay.
And I have Vex on my Psychic Blade, so I should have advantage on
Yep.
number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just clarifying before I go throwing.
Hits.
Okay.
$16 points.
Yeah. And that'll reapply Vex for
Yep.
my next round. And that's it.
Alright. Frick is hiding. V-Rock 1 swoops down. 30 feet of movement there. 2 more attacks. First one misses. Second one misses. Gallon.
Same business.
So, we've talked
Minus
about we've talked about it before, but it hasn't come up yet. Ranged attacks within melee range of a hostile creature means disability. Let me just double check your abilities and make sure you don't have anything that
I
counters
thought I was
that.
on.
Unless you have like sharpshooter or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was shooting V-Rock 2.
You are shooting V-Rock 2, but V-Rock
Okay.
1 is still within melee range, which means you'll have disadvantage on the attack.
Oh.
You're trying to pay attention to V-Rock 1, who's standing
Yeah.
right next to
It's
you.
I
like
gotcha.
trying to take
it's
a shot.
avoiding the swipes he just took at Taddy while simultaneously shooting something else.
Okay. I'm gonna go for it anyways.
Okay. Just make sure you click that sweet disadvantage button. There you go. With a hit. Make sure you put on your hunter's mark. And your
Sorry, that Dreadful Strike was a mark for the last one I used,
Okay.
not for this one.
You didn't put on your hunter's mark damage.
Oh, apologies.
So
I can re-roll that.
roll the 1d6 in the chat box and I'll tack it on. An extra 3. Okay. Go ahead with your second attack. At
yeah,
disadvantage
do it.
again.
Disadvantage. If I, for example, wanted to use a lucky thing.
Call it now, mark it off, and you'll just attack regularly.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's do that.
Okay. So yeah, just attack like a normal attack. Misses.
And it misses anyways. Okie dokie. That's
Worth
my
a
turn.
shot, though. All right, Sir Waddles and Pan.
Her longbow has slow, so that one will be slowed, yeah?
Yep, I'm tracking that.
Okay. Right now, I really need them to be slowed. So
No, I'm
I'm
keeping
paying
track
attention.
of that. They've got a lot of fly speed, so I don't know how well that's going to work out for you, but I am keeping track of it.
okay, well, at least I know it's there.
Okay. Pan is gonna hop off of Sir Waddles.
Okay.
And Sir Waddles gonna kind of move his way around here. Yeah, basically like there.
That's 25 feet of movement right there.
Okay, perfect. And then he is going to attack it since it's on the ground.
Yep, with advantage. That'll hit. All right, 7 there.
And then gonna move back there.
First
What's
shot
going
misses.
on?
That shot hits. Nine points of damage.
And I think that's gonna be. Yep, that's all I got.
All right. Sil.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action Hex V-Rock 1 with a disadvantage of strength.
There's no save on that? Okay.
And then I'm going to move, I'm going to move way back here, but I want to be 35 feet away from it.
That'd be about right there.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my super long chain whip.
Okay. Silt yells,
if
duck, as you hear that.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to use a lucky point, so I have advantage.
Okay.
Which will also give me sneak attack.
If it hits, yes, it will.
If it hits. Where's that? Okay. Is it right one? Grand Tempest Wet. There we go.
That hits.
Awesome.
So now put the
Okay.
sneak attack damage on yourself.
Okay. Sneak.
Yep. And then roll damage normally.
Back up.
Go.
Did that have the extra
It did, yes.
necrotic? Okay.
Yep. Resisted 1 point in there somewhere.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna attack again. Ugh,
That one misses.
can't win them all. That's okay. That one was the one that is better to miss. And then let's see, was it 5? How far did I travel to get there?
30 feet.
Okay. Then that's where I will stay.
All right. Brings us to V-Rock 2. Swoops down. 2 attacks against Taddy. First one hits.
Uncanny dodge that.
Oh. All right.
That's okay.
Good. You got it on yourself in time. Beautiful. So you took 10 points there. Second attack coming. Also hits. Taddy goes down. This thing, 35, immediately takes off into the air. 15 feet up, which means Gallon.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Good.
You cut out after immediately took off.
Yeah, so it swooped down, took 2 swipes at you, Taddy. You fall unconscious, and then it immediately took off. So, Gallon, if you want to make a melee attack of opportunity against it, you may.
I will
Okay.
use my dagger. The magic ones.
Okay.
somehow I end up with a whole bunch of weapons from all these people that we've killed. So
Yeah, every
some
time you
selling
add a
is gonna be in
weapon
the
to your
future.
every time you add a weapon to your inventory, it puts it on your actions tab.
Yeah.
So
So I'll get some money here soon. Okay. Yes. This one.
that's a miss.
Okay.
All right, Odess, you're up.
Let me see here. First thing I'm gonna do. I'm assuming since Taddy's down, he's down on the ground. Yeah.
Yep. Prone, unconscious.
Going to hit him with a little 3 cure wounds.
Okay.
Which I believe that's what, 2 extra dice? I should know this. Yeah, 2 extra d8. It's 4d8. And then, if I can, I'm going to try to drag him out of the area. Well,
guess
out of direct contact with these guys.
That's really up to you, Taddy. Do you resist being dragged?
No, I don't resist. I'm still waking up.
Okay. So yeah, where do you want to drag him to, Odess?
Basically, I'm going to drag him back behind everybody.
So move
Over
yourself,
here.
and I'll move Taddy to correspond.
We'll say, like, right there.
You do so, and the V-Rocks don't seem to pay any attention to it. Anything else for your turn?
That is all I have.
Pearl, you're up.
Okay. No, what's going on today?
First shot misses. Second shot
Yay.
hits.
About time.
Nice hit of 39. Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
All right, Taddy. Prone but alive.
Did that shot move those guys?
Oh, sorry.
Move
Yes.
that guy?
Still getting used to that shit.
All right. So let's see.
You want to
Use
stand
part of
up
my
first?
movement to use part of my movement to stand up and shake it off a little bit. Like, what the fuck? Jesus, these fucking things hit hard. Fuck you, you big bastard! I'm gonna throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
My Vex is still in play, right?
I was actually just thinking about that. For right now, I'm going to say yes, but I reserve the right to rehash that in the future because you did fall unconscious. So we'll work that out
Okay.
when we're not in the middle of a session. But
Okay.
for right now, go for it.
All right.
That'll be a hit with your advantage, so sneak attack. $15 points, and you've got your bonus action still.
All right. Yeah, I guess just throw the other dagger.
That'll hit. 5 points there.
All right, and that'll apply Vex for the next one. And fuck that, I'm looking at Pearl going, I'm staying right the fuck here. Pearl, you deal with that fucking thing.
Oh, I will. Don't worry about it. I got.
That's it for you?
And then that's it for me.
All right. Sir Waddles, if you want to take an attack of opportunity against V-Rock 1 as he takes off. Still with advantage. Gallon's standing right there. That hits. Nine points of damage. All right. V-Rock 1 swoops back up to where his statue was, lands, and folds his wings in on himself and turns back into the statue that he was. Gallon.
I'm going to attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Roll your next attack. That hits. Don't forget your
Hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark damage. Yep.
Yes.
Okay. 13 points. Anything else for you?
Nope, that should do it.
All right. Sir Waddles and Pan. First shot hits. 8 points of damage. Second shot hits. 6 points of damage. You got anything else?
No, but I will have Sir Waddles come back.
Alrighty, that brings us to Silt.
Okay. I'm going to move up first to here because I'm going to tell everybody it seems like they're only guarding the gate and attacking anybody that goes through it. And then I'll move up a little closer to attack.
With a crit.
Where's that?
11 points of damage.
And I will bonus action.
You still get your second attack too.
Yeah, but I have to bonus action the effects if I want to be sure that it's on a hit while I have them. I'll do Coral Bash. No. I'll do Wrapping Whip.
It succeeds.
Then I'll attack again.
Make sure you put the effect on it.
Oh, I succeeded? It didn't succeed?
Oh, sorry. I'm backwards.
Okay.
So, yep, go ahead with
Okay.
your second attack. It succeeded its saving throw. And your second attack misses.
Yep.
All right. You got anything else?
Nope.
All right. Well, V-Rock 2 does the same thing its buddy just did. Swoops up to where it was perched, folds in on itself, and reverts to a statue. We are out of initiative.
Hey.
The portcullis is still open. The flames are still gone. Yeah. Statues are back where they were.
I'm just gonna keep looking around Pearl at the statues and like
Little shell
just
shock.
wait. Yeah, let's just wait. Fuck,
Okay.
fuck that. Apparently those things attack when you get near the gate. Fuck that. I just keep muttering, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. Fuck it all to hell.
Maybe the short, quick path wasn't the best path for us.
I mean, we all agreed on it. Sometimes shit just happens.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I was just saying
Well-
it wasn't the right one.
It. The only thing I can really say is I didn't see shit. I didn't see shit over there until those fuckers came alive. That's all I went over there for, was to see if there was shit alive over there.
Well, you
And
went
what did
over,
we
right?
learn?
Well,
This place is fucked up and I don't want to be here.
Can we get Tatty healed up a little bit?
I mean,
Or-
we can take a short rest unless you guys want me to already start burning. Buck table, if you want me to start burning spell slots.
We might be safe here to take a short rest as long as we don't go through the gate.
There they are.
I mean, if we're going to take a short rest is what? An hour or is it 4?
Yeah, I'm-
Enough time to adequately rest.
I mean, I can bring him back up if you guys want to wait 4 hours.
Well, if we do
Uh,
a short rest, then he can.
I am limited to what I can do on my own here, so
All right, I'll heal him
rest-
up. I just need 4 hours just to get my stuff back.
I'm fine with that. I don't want to walk around like this as I point to all the bloody claw marks and
I mean, do you think if we summoned a beast, it could distract them while we get through the portcullis?
We're taking a
I've-
short rest, right?
Yeah.
Tatty, sorry, with the surprise thing. When you had gotten over the portcullis, you would have seen the bridge up ahead. The snowy pass comes to a gorge spanned by a stone bridge. At each end of the bridge is a 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide stone arch. Atop each of those are 2 statues of armored knights on horseback with lances, charging towards one another. You could hear the wind howling like wolves as it passes through the gorge. That's what you saw as you flew over the arch right before those things came alive and got you.
okay. And did I see, or can I run a perception check to see if I saw anything other than the statues? Because that's what I
given-
was going over for.
Given the surprising element, I'm going to use your passive perception of 13, which
Okay.
is you didn't see anything except for those statues.
Okay. All right. Well then, yeah, my statement stands. And I'd spit out. Yeah, there's a bridge over there too with some more fucking statues on it.
Good. More statues.
And I'm just gonna grumble, fucking statues, fucking statues.
As you're standing discussing next step, the portcullis slowly starts lowering, letting out a loud shriek of metal on metal. The gate is closing.
Well, we better go if we want to go through here. Or
We gonna
we
make a run
wait.
for it or no?
What?
Are we running
Quickly,
through it or no?
Quickly, everybody, yes or no? Go through.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, sounds like we're
Okay.
running through. DM.
Okay. You all take off in a sprint, running through the gate. The last person just narrowly getting through, like power sliding under it.
That'll be me.
Okay.
I'm the last one. Fuck going first. Fuck that.
And you all come up the other side, ready for these things to come back to life and attack you. And they remain statues. As the portcullis hits the ground, the green flames come back to life, creating that wall that you saw when you first arrived.
Fucking shit. All because I went over it. Fuckers.
Yes, that's the DM chuckling that his trap actually worked.
Well, we're on the other side.
Yeah, there's the bridge that I was talking about, and I point towards the bridge.
I'm still low on spell slots.
Well,
I don't know what you guys want to do.
I'm gonna point in this general direction. Just put a little campfire right there. We fucking camp out right there. What the hell?
Now that you guys can see the bridge, you can see in the entryway there's little nooks there, which would get you out of the cold wind if you wanted to. It's basically like this section is like a little guard shack gate, sort of, if that makes sense. And then the bridge itself is just like a normal bridge.
Yeah, it looks kind of tight for everybody to pile in there, though.
It is the same on both ends of the bridge.
Yeah, but ain't nobody want to fucking cross that bridge with statues. Well, at least I don't. Fuck that.
I'm gonna
Fuck
get
that
I'm gonna
shit.
get out of the weather. I'll go in the corner.
You traipse your way along the path up to the bridge, tuck yourself in the little corner, feeling 15-20 degrees warmer just by getting out of the wind. And nothing happens.
Taddy's gonna perch up right next to the wall outside. Y'all need to go in and warm up. Go for it. I'm just gonna sit here.
Oh, looks like gal going all the way across. Atta girl.
Who else? Katie, Pamela, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll get in here. I was gonna wait to see if somebody took the close spot or not, but
So we're gonna sit here for like a while, above table 4 hours. Is that the game plan?
I think so.
I mean, again, that's all up to you guys. I'm just letting you know that I had to use some spell slots to get you back up
Yeah.
where you're at.
Well,
so
I'm fine with it, but as long as the rest of the group's fine with it, I'm just gonna spit out, looking at Silt. You know, every morning we wake up, and you always got something to say. You didn't say shit to us this morning.
I don't know that it's morning. Oh wait, I guess it's after a long rest, isn't it? It's not morning.
Above table, you didn't do the
You didn't inspire the group.
right.
Real quick though,
Well, everybody ran off this morning to kill werewolves, so.
Before we go any further, Pearl and Pan, where are you guys going to be?
Well, can I pass the bridge right now?
Well, do you want to stay on this side, or do you want to go to the other side with Gallon?
I'm gonna go to the other side with Gavin.
Okay. Pan?
I'm gonna cuddle up with Odie, and then I'm gonna have Sir Waddles get in front of us to act as a wind block.
Kind of like that?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So you all walk up to the bridge together, and it's okay, we're staying here. Me and Gallon are going to the other side. And Pearl and Gallon, as you pass over the bridge, let me just double check. Beautiful. Pearl, you're oblivious. But Gallon, you notice a large shadow swooping down at you from up above. And I need everyone to roll initiative again. This is a surprise round where Gallon and Pan, you guys both succeeded with your passive. So you two will be able to act during the surprise round.
Sorry, you kind of cut out there.
Sorry. Trying to set things up as I go. So this is a surprise round as a giant bird that only Gallon and Pan notice comes swooping down on the bridge. And that's where we will go. Did everybody roll initiative? Taddy, you're still disadvantaged for initiative. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I think that's everybody. Frick is still curled up there, so we're going to do that. All right, and this thing gets to go first. And it's going to do 80, 90 to there. And it's going to run one Talon attack. Pearl is surprised, so it gets advantage. Which hits, doing slashing damage. And Pearl, you become grappled and restrained by its claw.
No.
As it continues to swoop, and this has a swoop effect, so it can actually go, yep, it can move without getting attacks of opportunity. So Pearl, you are in its talons right now.
Oh boy.
Pan, you're up.
Am is in its talons right now.
Yep. She got picked up like a fish out of water. Mike, you're going to lose your eyebrows with all that forehead rubbing you're doing over there.
Mm-hmm.
How far is that thing away from me?
From you, 15, about 20 feet.
All right, give me just 1 second. I want to see if... know if this will work or not, but I am going to cast Reduce on it.
It succeeds.
Oh,
It's a nice
That's a
try,
good-
though.
that was a good try.
Yeah, that's all I got then.
All right. Gallon?
I am going to. Well, we haven't done this yet, so I have no idea how it's gonna work. I'm gonna cast Summon Beast.
Okay.
It's gonna be. I'm making it the same type of bird.
Don't think you'll be able to. Give me just a second. Let me double check this. Okay, so it will resemble it, but it won't be it exactly. So basically, you're going to use the Air Spirit stat block. It's going to look like the rock, but it'll be smaller. So this is a
Okay.
gargantuan beast. What you summon is a small beast. Where do you want to summon it at?
In front, like in its path, so to kind of stop it from leaving.
Okay.
Is inside its bowels an option?
Oh, you know what's solid point? I want to go with that question.
It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within a range of 90 feet.
Okay, how hungry is it?
I'm just double checking the rest of this spell here. Shares your initiative count, but takes its turn immediately after yours. It obeys your verbal commands, no action required. If you don't issue any, it takes a dodge action and uses its movement to avoid danger. If you click it, Brad, you might need to help her open the stat block for that bestial spirit, just so she can see what it can do, and then you're just gonna say what you want it to do, Gallon, and I will do it immediately after your turn.
Okay.
And that was your action.
Yes.
So the meat and potatoes of it is it has a fly speed of 60 feet, armor class 13, hit points 20. It has flyby, which means it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach. And it can make a number of attacks equal to half this spell's level rounded down. So it can make one attack, which is going to be a pain in the buttocks, but that's okay. I got it.
Okie dokie.
Quick coding. What's your wisdom modifier?
Wisdom modifier. Oh, for the bird or for me personally?
For you personally.
+2.
Okay. And proficiency bonus 3. So it's it does a rend attack, which is +5 to hit for 1d8 plus 6 piercing damage. So that's what it can do.
Okie dokie.
All right, so you've used your action to cast it. You can issue a verbal command to it if you want. What else you got for your turn?
Well, that'll be it for my turn, I think. Yeah, because I only have bonus action.
Did you are you issuing a command to it once you summon it?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. What is it, so I know what to do?
I'm gonna have it attack the bird.
Okay.
Can I try and have it snatch Pearl back?
So it is a small creature. The token's not comparable. It's like that big.
Okay.
I'd say Pearl, are you going to try to escape on your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to have it attack, but specifically attack the talons that it's holding Pearl with. And if
Okay.
it hits, it'll give Pearl advantage when she tries to escape on her turn.
Okay.
Does that sound good, Gallon?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, beautiful. It hits. So, Pearl, you see this little spectral bird just appear out of nowhere and start pecking away at the talons of this thing. And you can see blood start to appear. And that, I think, you didn't want it to move anywhere, right, Gallon?
No, that's fine.
Okay. That ends the surprise round, bringing us up to the top of the order. It's technically round 1. The bird is going to fly around. It was there. 10, 15, 20. To about right there. And it is going to let you go, Pearl.
Yay.
And then it's going to keep flying. And it is going to make a talon attack against you, Gallon, as it swoops back over the bridge.
Can I not cast. No, it is cast. And disadvantage it.
Yes, you can. So mark that
Then
off.
I'm gonna-
I will roll one more time for the disadvantage. Still hits you.
Okay.
So a chunk of damage. You are grappled and restrained by it. And it is going to swoop back. It's like over where you were, but it's got you in its talons 10 feet up right now.
Okay.
And that brings us to Sir Waddles and Pan.
Okay.
First shot misses. Second shot hits. $11 points of damage.
I think that's all I got right now.
All right. That'll bring us to you, Gallon. Friendly reminder, grappled and restrained. Your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage.
You cut out pretty bad.
Sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry, is Gallon caught by the bird?
Yep.
Yeah, it dropped Pearl into the tree, and then it came back down, swooped down, and snatched up Gallon, and it's on its way back up.
Okay. I'm sorry, can we retcon my thing?
Like undo
Turn?
your attacks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry if I'd realized that because I thought it had missed her, but I must have misheard.
Yeah, nope, not a problem. Let me 11 points. Okay, it's undone. What you got?
Okay. Since I don't seem to have any luck reducing, I am instead going to enlarge Galen.
Okay.
Giving her advantage on strength checks and saves, an extra d4 damage with anything, and she is now a large creature.
Okay. It
I love
doesn't.
this so much.
It doesn't undo the grapple,
Oh no.
but you are now
Doubles in size by doubles in all dimensions,
Mhm.
and the weight is multiplied by 8.
Yep. It makes her a large creature, and the specific verbiage on the rock's attack is if it is a huge or smaller creature, it becomes grappled and restrained. So she's still grappled. She is just a very large sea elf now.
I am truly a tall, big glass of water.
Yes. Okay. Good retcon. Anything else for you, Jeremy?
Nope, that was it. I just wanted to do something useful with a spell for once.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
All right, Galen, you are up.
I'm going to attempt to break the hold. Can I attack it at the same time? Like if I'm using my daggers to stab at the talons in order for it to let me go. Or we can do one or the other. I'm fine with that.
Cinematically, yes, you can. Rules as written, no, you can't. So either athletics or acrobatics to try to break free.
Oh, and then I did hit it with. Oh, I haven't. I haven't. Okay, never mind. Sorry, continue.
I just need either an athletics or acrobatics check from you to see if you break free or not.
And as you're deciding that, keep in mind strength checks, which is athletics, get advantage.
Yes. With a 22, you break free. And fall the 10 feet back down to the bridge.
Boom.
And now I'm a giant.
The boom. You definitely do a superhero landing with the thud.
Yes. Yes.
You crack down. This thing is 10 feet straight above you.
Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
It's 10 feet straight above you.
Okay. Is that an action or a bonus action?
That was the first of your attack actions. So you have one shot if you wish.
Then I'm gonna take it. With I'll do a dreadful strike with that.
Okay. So you have to roll to see if you hit first.
Oh, that's fine.
But, yeah. You do hit. Okay, roll your damage. Beautiful. And you got that extra d4 in there from being super strong for 12 points of damage. Any bonus action or movement?
Within 10 feet, it's still an attack of opportunity, correct?
You don't know. You've never seen one of these before.
Oh. I'll stand my ground, and then that'll be my turn. And then for the bestial spirit, let's have it attack again.
Okay. Tiny little birdie swoops over and starts.
Oh, can it go for its eyes?
So targeted attacks are disadvantage, but if you hit, they have the potential to do cinematic effects.
Let's go for it. Why not?
All right. It misses.
Okay.
Worth it, though.
Worth it.
No, if it would have hit, it would have been worth it. Tatty. Oh, did you want it to move anymore? It can move away without getting attacks of opportunity. It has flyby.
No, I kind of want it to stay close to it.
Okay. And Tatty, you're up.
All right. Now I am. You said that's a guardhouse. I'm essentially outside, but I know shit's going down.
Oh, yeah. Now you're very well aware that shit is going down.
Okay. You got a better line of sight, I'm assuming, if I move over here 20 foot?
Yep. And
Okay.
it's exactly 30 feet straight line from you right now.
$30 feet plus 10, because it's 10 foot in the air.
I calculated for the 10 feet rise in elevation, straight line, you to it, 30 feet.
Okay. Shit.
Rough Pythagorean's theorem, but it's close enough.
All right. I'm just gonna throw daggers for this round.
Okay.
I wanna see where this thing goes after this. I got something else in mind though.
That hits.
Okay.
9 points of damage. Second one's with advantage. Also hits.
Okay. I don't think tripping it's gonna work, but that's okay.
Nope, 19 points of damage.
All right. And then I'm gonna yell out, "This is why I didn't want to fucking cross the bridge." And that's it.
Alright. Silt.
I am going to say, well, this feels like a funnel. And am going to use dash and cat speed, which is, or not dash. Yeah, dash. I can't remember what we decided. They don't stack, or they don't stack. So it's 90 total feet.
Yes. I remember
Okay.
it being 90.
Okay.
No, if I remember correctly, at one point she moved 120 feet, but she
It
could only
was-
do it once.
It was 90 last time because there was rough terrain involved.
As soon as you said because, you cut out.
It was 90 last time because there was rough terrain involved.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that
no,
was also flying gives me a base speed of
Yeah.
60. My base land speed is only 30.
no, but
so
I'm referring to back when you and I were running together. This is like many episodes ago. Once you got to run 120 feet, but
So
you could only do it once
Your
because
Okay,
you're
so
your feline agility doubles your movement speed. So if you dash,
so it would
your
be
movement speed
120.
becomes 60, which gets doubled to 120. But you can't do feline agility again until you don't move for a turn.
okay.
right.
So you can only do it the one time until you haven't moved for a round.
Okay. Well, I think then I can probably
Yeah, because we were running together and you were with me for the first round, and then the second round you were like getting slower while I was still running 120. So
Yeah.
I
I don't know if I'll check on. Yeah, I'm just going to go to Pearl about where I saw her dropped, because those are
So-
trees, right?
She's still up in the air in this exact. You got to remember, each round happens kind of simultaneously. So until we get to her turn, she's still in the air.
But she's like, the thing doesn't have her, and she's
Nope.
over there.
She is
She's falling.
free falling.
She's falling.
She just hasn't quite fallen yet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head. That's even better because I can still see her. But those are trees.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna head over that way and
So you
Make my
can
way.
get to here with 85 feet.
then it's rough terrain down.
Yes, it is that rough climb down just like it was before. As you run past it, the rock is going to take an attack of opportunity. Oh, no, it can't with your feline agility, can it?
What?
No, it can. It's going to take an attack of opportunity and peck at you with its beak as you run underneath it. And I totally just dropped that on itself. There we go.
Not my fault that it's
And it nat ones. Gallon,
clumsy.
if you would like to take an attack of opportunity. No, you can't. You're not within melee. Never mind. Continues.
Even though she's like a million feet tall.
She's like 12 foot tall.
True. Okay, yeah. Make a melee attack against it if you want to use your reaction to do so, Gallon.
Yes. Yes, I do. I'll just longbow it.
It's got to be melee.
Oh, okay. Daggers.
This is a really funny scene, by the way. A huge Gallon and a bird that's attacking this cat that's like running on all fours, probably underneath Gallon's feet.
Right through the
Gets
legs.
confused. She's like,
Okay.
And it misses.
It misses. So, Silt, you sprint all feline-like across the bridge. You get to the cliff's edge. You can see Pearl. She's 55, maybe 60 feet away. We're going to call it 55 feet straight line from you right now. Up above
Damn,
the tree
fast.
there. So you've got 35 feet of movement left and a bonus action.
how tall is the drop?
So her drop,
Not hers, the drop from the where I'm standing to the lower level.
about 50 feet. And it's a straight down
shit.
cliff.
Okay, well, I'm not going down there then.
Yeah, she's
In
looking,
that,
she's looking at about 100-foot drop right now.
um, 5, 10, 15, 20. I think I can get to 90, 95. I can get over here, like, to tuck myself in.
Yeah, you've got 35 feet of movement left, so you can definitely do that.
Just gonna hang out there.
Okay. Otis.
All right.
Sorry, Pearl. Try.
Did you have any other ideas, Katie? Because I might let you do one with our new cinematic rule. It won't give you advantage or anything, but maybe you can pull something.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna I was gonna go to where she was falling, and I knew there were trees, so there were cover, and if she needed any help, I'd help her. But when I skidded up to, a 50-foot straight down cliff, then it's like, nope,
Oh,
turn around and go the
sorry.
other way.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck.
Go ahead, Brad.
So wait, where was the cliff? Was over here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so you can see the ridge line there. all of
Okay.
these cliffs are about 50 feet each.
Gotcha. So we can't get the pearl. I guess I will pop out of the corner. For the sake I'm popping out of the corner, I'm gonna cast I'm gonna hit it with Toll the Dead.
Okay.
I think that should be
While you're doing
60
that, is
feet,
everybody good to finish this round up? I know we're over time already.
Yeah, there's only
Yeah, it's
What,
just it's
Pearl left?
Odess
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
good.
Pearl. So
it succeeds, so nothing happens.
okay. Anything else for you?
No, that's it at the moment. Maybe click my boots together.
You never
Activating.
unclicked them before.
So that would mean they're dead.
Mm-hmm. So you go to click your boots together, and nothing happens. Pearl, you begin
Trying
to
to get out.
fall.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, you are going to hit something, but you have your fall to use your actions and or bonus action.
Okay. I want to use my bonus action.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Get out.
You're not grappled anymore. You're free falling.
Yeah, but I want to get off the water.
Say that one more time.
I want to get to land, get off the water. Or, not the, sorry.
You're
Oh,
above a tree.
You'll
Or-
get
No,
to you'll
yeah,
get to the
sorry, not
land. You
water,
don't
the
have to do
tree.
anything for that. But what do you want to do
I don't want to be in
before
the
you
same
get
area. I want to be away from the same area because I do still see it. He's still wandering around the forest, is he not?
You
Can I
are
not see it?
you are 100 feet up in the air and falling. You cannot move because you cannot fly. But if you want
But I'm
to,
moving.
you're not you're falling because there's nothing
Well,
holding you up.
falling, moving. I'm coming down. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So I'm going straight to the forest. There's no way for me to try to move while I'm falling to the water instead?
Nope.
So I don't hit my head and die?
Nope. You're just gonna fall.
Free
I mean,
But
falling.
while you're
Okay.
falling, you can still take your shots.
Hey,
You
No,
can
wait a minute.
bust
Wait a minute. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
good.
I think I see what she's saying. Like, if you're
Yeah.
free falling from a plane, if you shift your weight,
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of direct yourself.
Okay.
Where I want to fall. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what
Okay.
she's asking to do.
No, I
Thank
got
you.
you. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for clarifying that, Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's call that an acrobatics check to try and
Acrobatic? Okay. Okay.
position your body in such a way that you move. Like
I mean,
skydivers
how
do.
much?
It's-
How
it's-
much she moves?
It's
is,
not going to be
you know,
much. I can tell you that. Okay, and which way were you trying to go?
Water.
Towards the water?
Yep.
Okay. With a 12, it's a little rough. Get about 10 feet closer. You're still falling.
Oh boy. Okay.
And I'm going to say that you're focused on that. So that's going to be your action.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're like, fuck, and try to get yourself to the water as you go. You're not going to
Yeah.
make it to the water. You are going to
Close.
collide into the treetops, slamming
It's off
through the
the ground.
trees and into the ground, taking... It does not seem as bad as it should. You're at 57. You take 38 points of piercing and bludgeoning damage as you
You didn't die though.
slam into the ground.
Ouch.
You will be prone,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna call it like a shocked effect, where
Okay.
you lose the rest of this round and the next round from the impact, and you just kind of have to like, well, not the next round. You're gonna lose the rest of this turn to like have the oh fuck that hurt moment before you can get up on your next turn and keep going. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Their pearl-size indent in that ground.
It is a perfectly shaped pearl size indent.
Oh, shit.
So that's going to take us to the top of the round, and just before we kill the episode, the one thing that you will all note, even you, Pearl, because you're still conscious, is that the statues have come back to life. You hear the
Of course.
as they blast all the rock off of them. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. So thank you all for coming to watch. We super appreciate it. And we will catch you up here next week. Bye.
Fucking statues.